Hey, everybody. I see some people are in here. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, just let me know by giving me commenting in the chat and saying you can hear me. Hey. Hey, Ja. Thanks for being on here. Can you hear me? Okay, perfect. Hello, hello. Sweet. Hi, Monique. Y'all are early. I love early people. What's up? Of course, I'm going to give people time because 7:30 is the call time. We got about 10 minutes. Can you see my screen, Ja? All is well. Can you see that screen? And Monique, let me know, y'all. Y'all are my testers. Full screen. Perfect. We're good to go. I'm so excited. Thanks again for being early. I appreciate it. 2 thumbs up over here, kid. 2 thumbs up. Let me silence some things. Put things on do not disturb. I'm going to give people a few more minutes. Just hang tight with me. And I'm going to go off video for a minute, but I will be right back in about 5 minutes. Hang tight. Okay, you can hear me now. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I was on mute. My bad. My bad. My bad. So we're about 5 minutes out. I love that you guys are on time. It makes me so happy. Thank you so, so, so much for joining me tonight on this webinar. I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited. So I was just listening to some hype music. Does anybody else listen to hype music when they're like getting ready for something? I was in my zone. Beyonce is my girl. So I was definitely, oh good, Monique. Okay, good. So yeah, I was definitely jamming out. Who's your favorite artist? What is your hype music? Monique. Of course, I'm gonna give people to 7:30, that's the start time, and then we'll get going. So yes. Yes, Megan Thee Stallion. Jayu would say that. I love that. She started it off for me. She definitely started it off for me. It's nice and some nice good old. Yes, I love Ari Lennox. Oh my gosh, I love her. I was trying to go see her because she's on tour right now, but it just hasn't worked out for me. Yes. Oh, her sound is so good. Her voice is so raw and genuine, it feels like. Yes. Oh, y'all my type of people in here. I love it. Sorry, y'all. Put my. Ooh, the Art of Cool. When is that? That sounds nice. What part of North Carolina? While we're on here, y'all introduce yourselves. Tell me where you're from. I see North Carolina's in here. That's what's up. Okay. Yes, Raleigh. Awesome. Okay, that's Labor Day weekend, I believe, right? That sounds about like Labor Day weekend. Or maybe from Michigan, Monique. That's what's up. What part of Michigan? So we got North Carolina, we got Michigan. I know, yes, we have Maryland. Taylor. Okay, very nice. Nikia, okay. Yes, Footprint family. Hey, girl. What's up? Yes, I love it. I love it. Maryland by way of Philly. So good. DC. Very, very, very cool. Well, thanks y'all for coming on, joining me. We have a few more minutes and then we'll get started with the content of the webinar. Oh, yay! Now, Kai, tell me your full name. I feel like, have we connected before? Kira! Hey, girl. Yes, have we connected before? Maybe, I don't know. I like to see faces, but this is a webinar, so you guys see me. It's all good. We're gonna be connected now, even if we have not. Okay, cool. Well, thank you, Kiara, for joining me from Raleigh. That's really cool. I was born in Durham. So I'm a North Carolinian at heart. Both my parents are from North Carolina. Yes, absolutely. I moved around a lot when I was younger, but the core of my family is from Carolina. Yes. Oh, hey. Hey there, Mo. Thanks for joining me. Hey, everyone that is joining. And I'm having people introduce themselves, tell me where they're from. I see someone has raised their hand. Courtney, did you really mean to raise your hand? Do you want to talk? This is so new to me. Let me know. Come to the chat group, Courtney. I see you raised your hand. I'm going to wait till you come to the chat group. I also just want to lay a few ground rules. A lot of you have already been in the chat. That's what's up. Use this chat for sure. If you have any questions. Oh, it's okay. No worries. It's okay. I thought it was a mistake, an accident. All good. So yeah, you can use this chat group. If you haven't already, introduce yourself. Tell me where you're from. Mo from Rhode Island, but I photographed with Ray in DC with the bearded one, and I've been. Oh yay, Rhode Island. Hold on. Kanayo! I'm like, the bearded one. Hey, girl. Am I right? Am I right? Is it Kanayo? Yes. Yes. Hello. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. KC, very cool. Kansas City, I think so, right? This is what's up. Michigan, Rhode Island, Maryland, DC, Kansas City. Thanks, y'all. North Carolina, let me not forget North Carolina. Absolutely. Well, like I said, I'm Ray, and I was born in North Carolina, and I moved a lot when I was younger. I ended up in school at Howard in DC, and been in DC for years, and now I service both the DC, Maryland, Virginia area and Texas. So I'm all over, but thank y'all for joining me. So I'm gonna get back to it. Is 7:30. It is the time. We're gonna get started. We might have some other people trickle in. That's no worries. But like I said, anytime you have a question, you can comment in the chat group. And I have some of my team members on here. Madeline is on here, so she will be gathering questions for me to answer at the end. So stay to the end. I have some really exciting things that I'm giving away. Okay, so I won't be able to see the chat, guys. I'm just gonna, but keep chatting. Any questions, she will definitely have them ready for me, and I will answer them at the end of the presentation. So let me pull something up really quick. And we'll get started. All right. Courtney, born and raised in Houston, Texas. What's up, Houston, Texas? Nice. So good, y'all. So good. So like I said, I won't be able to see the chat, but I'll come back in a little bit and visit it. But when I go full screen, I can't see the chat. So I'm out. Madeline is here. I also have Charlene's on if anyone, has any questions. So here we go. So again, everyone, thank you so much for joining me tonight on this webinar. This is my first webinar for this offering. I'm so excited, okay? So we are gonna be talking about how to easily grow your photography business without wasting a ton of money. So in today's webinar, I'm really just gonna show you the ultimate shift from taking your hobby and passion in photography and making it a full-time business. And I'm going to teach you the major keys in building the business that you dream about, okay, for your photography business. So make sure that you stay with me. I have some amazing bonuses coming up for those that stay on the webinar, and I'm doing a giveaway, and I'll explain more about the giveaway and when we get to the end. And also at the end, I will be doing some question and answers. So like I said, I have my team member, Madeline. She is in the chat group, and she's gathering questions as they come. So go ahead and type them, and I will answer them at the end of everything. Right now, I want everyone to please turn off all your distractions and be focused in, and let's go. So I just want to let you know that you're in the right place if you're really motivated to grow as a photographer and you want to work with more ideal clients, right? So if you're motivated and you're ready to work with more ideal clients, you're in the right place. You're also in the right place if you're ready to seriously grow your photography business and create some supplementary income for yourself and for your family, but you're really confused on what to do next, okay? Also, you're in the right place if you want to be seen as a pro photographer and really establish your photography style more clearly so it's noticeable immediately. So if those are the things, if anyone can resonate with those things, if you're one, motivated to grow and want to work with ideal clients, or you're two, ready to grow your photography business and create more supplemental income, or maybe you're three, you want to grow and define your style more clearly, let me know right now in the chat box which one resonates with you the most. I'm going to come pop over to the chat. Anybody, does any of those things resonate with anybody? Are you motivated to grow? Okay, good. Yes, you want to define your style. Awesome. Good. And want it to be noticeable. That's so good. Okay, good. Nice. So ready to create more supplemental income? Absolutely. I totally get it, because photography can be so, so, so expensive. That's awesome. Thanks, guys, for connecting with me on that. So whatever it is, whatever reason it is that you showed up tonight, thank you so much for showing up. I'm here to fully support you, and I'm really so excited about your growth, okay? I want to share a little bit more about me. Like I said, my name is Ray Whitney, and I've shot over 100 weddings now. It's so crazy, but yes, over 100 weddings. I've earned more than 6 figures per year as a pro photographer, and I've had the honor to teach and assist other creatives and photographers on how to understand their camera and how to grow their business. I've also been doing photography for the last 8 years, and I'm so proud to say that I've been full-time for 4 years, which is so awesome, such a blessing. And I've traveled all over the world to capture images for clients that truly love my work and that trust me as their photographer. Such a cool experience, and so honored. But really, most importantly, I've built a business that I truly love. It's very authentic to me, and I get to serve as the pro to some amazing clients. I've also really learned how to say no to projects that don't serve me and to opportunities that are just not mutually beneficial, right? So you hear that idea of all money isn't good money, right? And so I've learned how to say no. And like I said, I've been honored to coach, mentor, and teach really some amazing creatives, some that are on right now. I know you're here. I saw you. To build the business that they dream of, and to just really refine their style and grow their photography business. So I want to take a moment, and I want you to just imagine what it would feel like if you could really build your photography business that you love, one that you dream about, one where you really are starting to attract those ideal clients and shoot those really ideal sessions, right? Like, just imagine, place yourself in that feeling, okay? So the real key to creating a solid business foundation means that you must eliminate confusion and frustration. And you do this by educating yourself on your pain points and then creating a plan to attract those ideal clients and to attack those pain points, right? So this is the premise of tonight's webinar, okay? I want to read that one more time. You have to eliminate the confusion by understanding what your pain points are within your business, and educate yourself, create a plan, and attack that confusion and those pain points, and really start to talk to those ideal clients more. So I'm going to walk you through 3 things for you to consider. So right now, maybe you already have your pen and paper out, you're taking notes. That's great. If you don't, get some notes. We're going to walk through 3 things to consider when you're growing your photography business. I see some things happening in the chat, so I'm going to pop over really quick. Go back to the last slide. I'm going to just keep moving forward. It's going to build on each other, okay? But I will let you do that one more time. So this is really key, Kai. So thank you for asking that. And again, I won't be able to see the chat as I go through the presentation, but I will be back. And again, Madeline is going to jot down questions as they come. But the key to creating a solid business foundation is you must eliminate the confusion and the frustration. Really identify where that confusion and frustration is and educate yourself on those areas so that you can attract more ideal clients and that you can create a plan of action for the next steps to grow your business. It's very strategic, okay? So I'm gonna walk you through 3 things to consider. So point 1, you don't know where to start. You're confused, you're frustrated, you're overwhelmed. So like I said, first, you must identify where the confusion is and what is the major areas of frustration, okay? So maybe it's shooting issues, or maybe it's trying to attract ideal clients and figuring out how to go about doing that. Or maybe it's building that brand reputation that you hear a lot of people talk about, right? Or maybe you want to define your style more clearly. You're just not able to create some consistent images, right? Totally understandable. So right now, let me know, what are some of your major frustrations that you have? Like I said, maybe it's some of these, maybe it's something else. Let me know in the chat group. I'm going to pop back over. Anybody want to share some major frustrations that they have? right now within their business. Shooting, okay, so consistent work, okay. Style and branding, okay. Marketing techniques, how to attract clients, okay, ideal clients. Okay, so we're talking about shooting, we're talking about white balance. Oh, wow, this is so good, y'all. Attracting ideal clients, marketing, all of that. Okay, okay. Pricing, shooting consistently. This is great. This is great. Okay, I'm going to come back over here. So let me tell you a little bit about my journey and my pain points. So my first course, when I started as a photographer, I took a course in understanding how to shoot, meaning I understand the foundation. So I never really had a question about the foundational work of shooting. It really clicked for me. But really my pain points when I was at this place of growth was really defining my style of photography more clearly, more noticeable immediately, and also leveling up on the business side. Because truthfully, when you're a photographer, it's truthfully about 25% shooting, 75% business. So those were my pain points when I was at this place of growth, at that crossroads. Like, what do I do next? I really wanted to grow a strong brand presence and shoot more couples and weddings, but I was not sure how to go about that. So I'm going to take you down memory lane a little bit. The image on the left is early Ray Whitney days. Okay, so maybe like, I don't know, 2012. Again, talking about that ideal style of work. I mean, I was shooting at the wrong time of day. It looks like I was using like a lens that kind of distorted the body a little bit. Just harsh light. There's, objects in the back, right? And it's just, I wanted to do better. I wanted to create more consistent images. And now the image on the right, this was actually taken in 2017, but this is a really good representation of Ray Whitney, my style of work, very classic and timeless and romantic. And so I went from this to that over time. So that was really helpful. And this is something that you can do as well. I also want to show you like my early logos. This was my beginner logo. I don't know if anybody remembers this logo. If you do, you've been with me for a really long time, but I was really I'm a numbers girl. So I was really into this idea of like the brackets with the RW, but it didn't really speak to my brand. It didn't give the feel that I really wanted to go for. And so now my current logo is a way more refined, very classic and timeless, and matches like that niche or that genre of photography that I am marketing myself to, okay? So we talked about identifying those pain points. The second point is maybe you just feel like everything in the photography world is super expensive, which I totally understand, right? And you just never will be able to afford all the things. So the second step is really investing in quality education and where you need help, in the areas that you need help, right? So education is so vital for your growth of your business, for the growth of you, period. So when you invest in yourself and you show up and you do the hard work, the returns are, much greater than initial investment. And I know that for sure because that is the testament of my business. But I think I want to talk about doing the hard work again. That is so key, y'all. Like, you have to do the work for yourself. You have to put it in and you have to take that time to really do something new to get new results, okay? So this slide here is just a representation of all of the things that we can buy within the photography world. And a lot of these things I have. But I put this slide here because you can get all these things, right? The think tank bag, hold fast strap, own a bag, new mag. But if you don't really know how to run your photography business, then what is the investment in these things, right? Like a lot of people say, oh, you buy this camera, you're going to make the money back. But if you don't really know how to make the money back, right? You don't really know who you're talking to. You don't really know about, is your website together? Is your branding together? Is your ideal client even aware of you, right? So there are a lot of expensive things in the photography world, but I think the key is in investing in what you need. And a lot of times people overstep that quality investment in education. And, so just think about that, okay? So you really want to invest in quality education for what you need now. So I want to walk you through like my educational strategy. This is my story. So like I said, education has been such a huge part of my growth as a photographer. So the first course I took was under Daryl Todd. Shout out to the Footprint family for people out there. So Daryl Todd was the studio, and I learned the foundational work of photography. So we're talking ISO, shutter speed, white balance, and aperture, right? And also flash and just all of the foundational work, composition, whether it's leading lines or framing or rule of thirds and all of the things. And so that was my first step in photography. So I started, for me to learn how to use light and how to shoot manually, right? But then from there, I was like, okay, well, what's next? I got introduced to WPPI through Daryl and the Footprint family. So I went to WPPI in about so I took the studio class in 2011 and about to 2012. In 2013, we attended WPPI. I went 2013, 14, 16, and 19. So it's one of my favorite conferences to go to because every time I go, I get to connect with more people. And, I'm exposed. The first time I went, I was exposed to this huge industry, the huge photography industry. I mean, it was amazing. It was a little overwhelming, but it was really cool to see all that's out there, all of the genres, all of the things, the tools, all of the stuff, right? And so I was able to network with industry professionals. I was able to attend some of their classes to really start to get some quality education in my pain points, right? So that was 2013. In 2014, I did one-on-one mentoring to learn more about the business because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to really streamline my business. I wanted to level up. I just wanted to be known. I wanted my brand to refine a little bit. And so I did that with Elle Danielle. It was so great. And so that was 2014. And then in 2015, I rebranded with Brittany Janine. So 2015 was all about branding and advertising. And actually in 2015 is when I went full-time. And we'll talk about my full-time story a little bit later. Some of you might already know, but by that time I was ready. I had developed my brand. I had niched down on my genres that I wanted to be known for. I had developed my style. And so I was just ready for my business. And the demand was seriously picking up. And so it's all been a cumulative effect. This strategy of education has all been cumulative, and it's so vital. It was so vital for me. I still am big on education. Wherever I need help with, I am pouring, I'm investing because I know that the rewards are so much greater than the initial investment. So that's the second point. So I want you guys to meet Danielle. Danielle was one of my coaching students. And so I met her, I think through Instagram, and she reached out to me for mentoring, and she was a part of my last coaching program last spring. And, I've seen Danielle's business grow so drastically. She was kind of struggling with pricing, kind of struggling with like booking those ideal clients, but now she's niched down. She does personal branding for what she does, women portraits. I'm so proud of her. And it's just so great to see her blossom and really grow within her business. So this is a testimonial. So Ray's coaching ignited a fire in me to really do the work to level up my business. She is truly an inspiration as I watched her not only talking the talk, but walking the walk within her own business. So I love that. That's so sweet. I also want you all to meet Mallory. Mallory is another one of my mentees. I've connected with her via the Vision Conference that was in Atlanta last year. And she's early on in her career. And so she really wanted to understand her style more clearly and really understand who she's talking to. And so I've just been helping her within her business, within shooting, understanding how to define that style. And so it's really cool to see her develop and walk into her own, and just really, I know the sky's the limit for all of my students and all of you all. It's really just about, getting that education, getting that help. So Mallory says, Ray teaches in a way that you can easily understand and gives you instant feedback. I would highly recommend taking her Photobomb Academy course. Her passion for what she does will inspire you, and I guarantee she will help you get to the next level. That's so sweet. So the second point was really investing in quality education for where you need it, right? Those pain points, those trouble spots, and letting someone help you, learning, being open to learn, right? So the third point is, maybe you feel like you want to accomplish, you have all these things you want to accomplish, but you're just like, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do first. So I'm just, what do I do? It's a little overwhelming. So it's really important for you to create a plan of action, right? To eliminate that confusion and those frustrations, that level of overwhelm. But again, you create this plan of action, but you have to do the work, right? I can't show up and do it for you. No one comes to do it for me. But when you know your plan of action, the steps are a lot easier and you can be very strategic about that growth, about what's next, about what you're trying to accomplish, right? So the plan of action, what is this plan of action? So first you plan, where am I trying to go? What is the issue? What am I trying to face? What's going on, right? So make a plan and then you create. And we are creators, we are master creators, right? As photographers, it's just all about opportunity. So you create and then you present it. You present it on your website, you present it on social media, you present it wherever, to whomever you want to make a pitch to, right? So plan. When you're talking about a plan, we're talking about knowing who your ideal clients are and how to talk to them and where to reach them. That's the plan. Who are they? Who are the ideal clients? How should I talk to them and how do I reach them? So that's the plan. Second is create. So creating that consistent style of imagery, right? So that those ideal clients really start to resonate with your images, resonate with your style, and you start to feel very comfortable in creating in that scenario. So with that, I like to say that consistent style of imagery creates consistent income because people start to know your work and they come to you for you to create that type of work. You know, it takes a little time and a little refining, but it's totally doable. So to do that, you have to know your go-to gear and your go-to shooting scenarios, your go-to light. You have to know what your niche is. What are you trying to create for? So it's really, really key. So that's the second step in creating. And the third step is present, meaning where are you going to showcase this imagery that you created? So knowing where your ideal clients are and what their needs are from you is very key in marketing to them. So what do they need from you? What questions do they have? So also you want to identify the social platforms for where your ideal clients are and what maybe blogs or where they are, where they spend their time and where they're looking for someone like you to come and service them, you know? So another very important part of presenting this work is creating your visual storefront, AKA your website. It maybe doesn't have to be a full-fledged website. It might just be a landing page where you start to you start to grab emails and start to build that tribe of people that are interested in your work, but you have to have a visual storefront. Again, we are master creators. There's no reason that we should not have something that's very pretty and has the feel and the style that you want for people to come to and to connect with you. Okay, so all in all, it's like I said, there are 3 points that I wanted to share with you as far as growing your photography business and how you go about that strategically. So identify those major frustrations and what you're confused about. You want to, second, invest in quality education in the areas that you need help with the most, right? Which is so key. And then third, you want to create that plan of action to get real results. Okay, I'm going to pop over to the chat to see if, cool. So I'm going to keep going with this. Thank you, Madeline, for grabbing those questions and stuff. And thanks, guys, for staying with me. So there's only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve, and that is the fear of failure, right? So we have to eliminate fear. We have to push past it as creators. So I want to ask, how would you feel if you had the exact plan of action to achieve those goals that you have in your business? Like, how would that make you feel? You know, what would that do for your life? Like, really start to feel those emotions a little bit. So would you like me to teach you how to grow your photography business in a strategic way? I would love to do that. So again, let's talk about why you're here. Why you're here with me on this webinar. You've been confused on what to do next within your business, or you're frustrated and you're overwhelmed with pricing and how to market yourself and finding these ideal clients, right? I totally get it. So honestly, y'all, you have 2 options here. You're going to make a plan to strategically grow your business and attract those ideal clients, to create that additional income, to create that brand feel that you love, right? Or I'm sorry, you don't make a plan, or you make a plan, I'm sorry, and you're 100% committed to the growth of your business. You have to be committed and you have to be ready to do the work, okay? So I'm so excited to share with you guys my digital course called From Hobbyist to Pro. This is my first time announcing this course to the world, and this is really exciting. So it is a 5-phase roadmap that will help you build a solid business foundation, okay? So From Hobbyist to Pro is a unique step-by-step implementation course that breaks down the specific phases it takes to grow your photography business in an authentic and strategic way. So I created this course with you in mind, and with how I went about growing my business, how I went about over the last 8 years, all the education that I received to get to where I'm at. So by the end of the course, you will understand more clearly what it takes to build a brand, what that even means, right? And you will identify who your ideal client is and where to find them. And specifically, what is your niche? What do you want to be known as? You will also have a strategic plan on how to market your photography business. So those marketing strategies that are so key. Marketing is key, y'all. You have to market yourself for people to find you. And you also will understand how to find more of your people, how to find those people that want you, that will love your work, that will trust you as the pro, okay? So I'm gonna break down the course so you can have a understanding of the course itself. So there are 5 modules, and each module there's about 4 or 5 lessons, so it's a very cumbersome course. The first module is defining your photography style and ideal client. We jump out the gate and we're talking about, let's get your style down, let's know who you're talking to. The second module is about creating your personal space on the internet. So that visual storefront we talked about, what does that look like? Or collecting those emails, right? We talk more in depth about that, the how. The third module is creating consistent content. So how do you go about creating consistent content? And we'll talk about that, different ways that you can go about doing that as the master creator that you are. The fourth module is defining your photography brand. So what does that feel? What does that brand look like? Just more about the client experience and all of the things. And we'll talk about how to go about that and steps to do that. And the fifth module is strategic marketing and advertising. And in this module, I talk about pricing. I talk about Instagram and Facebook and all of the marketing strategies and advertising strategies that I know I'm here to share with you. So this course itself is easily a total value of around $800. And again, like I said, this is my first time announcing it, so I'm so excited. So like I promised you all, there are some bonuses for people that enroll in the course on this webinar right now. You're going to get some really amazing bonuses that I'm so excited about. Okay, so the first bonus is you're going to get exclusive pro guest speakers coming in various industries, a lot of photographers, but some not in photography, talking about different insights for you to excel as a business owner. So we talk about mental health and mind shifts. We talk about branding. We talk about client experience. We talk about exerting yourself as a pro. I mean, it goes on. It's very cumbersome. So that is bonus number 1. And I want to point out before I keep moving with the bonuses is, if I can do this, so can you all. Like, there's nothing that's extra special about me. I wasn't given any special resources or tools or technology. I honestly never thought that I would even be here, but now I'm here. And I've really taken that step, those strategic steps to grow as a business owner. And I know this truly is my calling, and I'm honored to share, to teach you all this. Like, it's an honor. It's a gift, and so I just want to show you the proven roadmap that I took to grow as a pro photographer. So let's get back into the second bonus for those that enroll in the course From Hobbyist to Pro. Right now on the webinar, I'm walking through the bonuses that you will receive. So not only will you get the exclusive pro guest speakers, you'll also get the replay of my post-production editing webinar. So I don't know if some of you were on that, but I did a webinar a few weeks back, and there was no replay. Nobody has the replay, but if you enroll, you will get that. And so I live edit. I'll walk you through post-processing. I show you how I use Lightroom. I show you how I use Photo Mechanic and all of those tools that help me in my post-processing process to create that Ray Whitney style of work, on the editing side. So that's really good. You'll get that replay. I want to point out that with the course From Hobbyist to Pro, it is a money back guarantee. Okay, so if you show up and you do the work and you're still not satisfied, with the work that you've done, with the momentum that you got within 30 days of enrolling, I'll gladly give you a full refund. That is a promise. That's how much I believe in this course, in the content that I'm sharing with you, the content that I'm going to teach you, and me being your photography coach throughout the course. Okay. So speaking of coaching, the third bonus for those that enroll in the course, if you're on this webinar right now, you enroll in the course, the third bonus is you get private access to me as your photography business coach for 5 weeks in a Facebook group. So I'm going to come on that Facebook group once a week, and we're going to do Q&As. We can talk about questions that you have about course content, or we can talk about questions that you just have in general. I mean, I have some bonus stuff that I'm ready to talk about to share with my students, with my tribe. And again, you will be part of that spring 2019 enrollment from Hobbyist to Pro, the course, which I'm so excited about. We're going to build up that community. It's going to be great. Okay, so that is the third bonus. So again, here's the total offer for From Hobbyist to Pro, what you're getting if you enroll in the course tonight. So you get the full course, which is 5 weeks, 5 modules. You also will get the exclusive pro guest speakers, which is so amazing, y'all. I have some really, really great speakers that have come on and share really great knowledge. The replay of my post-production editing webinar, and the private access to me as your photography business coach, answering questions, walking you through each module, and just being there with you and having that community of other photographers that we can learn and grow from, which is so key. Okay, so it's all a total value of over $2,000. So I know you're like, okay, Ray, how much is it? How much is the course? Give it to me. So it easily could be $12.97, right? But today I'm offering it to you for $4.97, y'all. It ain't never going to be any lower than this. I promise you. It is worth so much more. I promise you that. So you can get started today with either 3 payments. You can get started as low as 1 payment today at $197 and 2 additional payments over time, or you can pay in full the $497 straight up and it'll be yours. So if you're ready to enroll, you go to raywhitney.com/yes and let's go. So when you go there, I'll walk you through exactly what it looks like. But before I walk you through, the title of this webinar was How to Easily Grow Your Photography Business Without Wasting a Ton of Money. We all know that everything in the photography world is so expensive. Everything. It's just expensive, right? You can buy a lens for $1,600. You can buy a camera body for $3,000, a bag for $400, another bag for $400. They're so easy to spend a lot of money. But my thing is that if you know that you're wanting to grow that business side, because that's the key, you have to invest in that education. Learn from someone that's done it, that's willing to help you and to take your, hold your hand and walk you through it and really develop that authentic business that you want, that feels good to you, that business that you dream of, right? Creating more supplemental income, creating consistent imagery. So I'm not saying that any of these things on here are bad. I own a lot of them. I really do. I'm a Nikon girl, so not the Canon, but I own a lot of them. However, if you don't know what you're doing within your business, if you don't know how to market and who you're talking to, then what is the point of just spending all of this money on this new gear, right? You want to really learn about the business because it is 25% business. 25% shooting, 75% business. 25% shooting, if that, 75% business. So if you're ready to enroll, again, you go to raywhitney.com/yes, and it will take you to this page, and you click the Enroll Now button, as you can see right here. And then the next place it will take you to is choosing which payment option works best for you. I see that people have questions. I'm coming. I promise. I'm almost there. So stay with me. Like I said, please stay with me so I can answer any questions that you have. If you want to do the payment plan of $197, you can get started as low as $197, or you can pay $497 out front, and you'll be enrolled. And from there, once you click which payment option you like, it will take you to the order form. and you fill out this information here. I want you to pay attention to the email that you use and the password here, because that is your login information, okay? So fill out all of this information, put a good email, a good password. You enroll, and you're there. This is the confirmation page. Once you enroll, you will get this confirmation page, welcome you into From Hobbyist to Pro, and letting you know to be on the lookout for an email for the next steps, right? So then you'll check your email, and you will get a confirmation email here, and it will let you know that you're ready to log in. And you log in, click that link, and it'll take you to this login here, and you put in that email address and that password from that order form, and go ahead and log in there. And then once you log in, you're in the members area. So this is what the members area looks like, and all of the course content will be right in here. And the first thing I want you to do is start and to look at the welcome video right here. So just welcome you to From Hobbyist to Pro, and letting you know the next steps, which would be to join the private Facebook group, okay? And so this is where you will start. So again, if you're ready to enroll, I would love to have you. I would love to be your coach. I would love to be your mentor. You go to raywhitney.com/yes and go ahead and get started. Choose what payment works for you. The enrollment for this course does close next Friday. So it is open. The enrollment is open today until next Friday, midnight. At midnight, it closes, and the enrollment probably most likely will not be open again until 2020. So this is your opportunity if you're really wanting to learn and to get coached by me and to really level up your business and take things seriously and learn more about the business side. Now is definitely the time to do it. So if you're thinking to yourself, I don't know if I'm ready to show up as a professional, I don't know if I'm ready to do all of this yet. Listen, don't let fear scare you, because that's all it is. It's just fear, and it's not real. You are ready. You are enough. You are worthy. We can do this. So it's time for a mindset shift, you all. As an entrepreneur, it's all about our mind. It's all about what's going on in here. So you are enough and you are worthy. You can do this. You have to do the work, but you are capable. You're here. You're committed. Let's do it, right? You can build the business that you dream of. Truly, you can. So, or maybe you're thinking, I'm overwhelmed with all the work that I already have to do. Like, where can I fit this in, right? Like, how am I going to do it? Totally understandable. It is lifetime access to this course, you all. So once you enroll, you're in forever. You're in From Hobbyist to Pro forever. You're a part of the community. As the course improves and updates and changes, you'll get it. Again, you will not see this course at this price ever again. This is my first time opening enrollment for this course, and it's great. The content is amazing, and I will be there with you going through each module, answering questions that you have, and like I said, lifetime access. So you can go at your own pace, and you don't have to rush, but you have to show up and you have to do the work. But I do truly believe in you. So, or maybe you're like, oh, Ray, I'm not good at social media. Like, I can't. How am I going to show up consistently? Like, I'm not good at that. Listen, there are multiple lessons in the course on social media, on marketing, on strategies, on best practice. So you will learn what platforms matter and how to market yourself and how to share and how to talk to those ideal clients more clearly. Okay. So enough of that. You can do it. Now is the time. So go to raywhitney.com/yes and enroll. And now it's time for some question and answers. But before I start, I want to read an anonymous student testimonial from one of my past students that has gone through the beta test of this course. And faith without action is dead. Ray motivated me to want to do more within my business and continue to keep going. This course has really motivated me to create a plan and to do more. It doesn't get much better than that, y'all. So I also want to say that for the first 10 people that enroll tonight, I am going to do a giveaway. I'm so excited. So I'm going to put those 10 names in a hat, and I'm doing a really, really dope gift basket situation for photographers full of all kinds of goodies. And I'm excited about that. So if you are one of the first 10 people to enroll, your name will be in for that giveaway, and it's going to be good stuff, y'all. So I'm talking about some think tank bags, some memory cards, like all of the things. So go ahead and enroll. If you're on the fence, let's talk about it. I'm coming back to the questions. Oh, it's okay. I mean, so like I said, 197 can get you started today. And the rewards for your business are going to be much grander than this $200 investment. I promise you that. I have been there even when I get it, right? So if you are able to find the money, Kai, I would love to have you. But if not, maybe you can enroll the next time around. So I am. Okay, so if there are any questions, yes, so that's 197 three times, and that is every 30 days. So to start today with 197, and you'll have two more payments of 197. And like I said, the course content itself is much greater than $500. $600. I promise you. I've really, there's 5 modules, multiple lessons, exclusive guest speakers, the webinar replay, the private coaching question and answers, and all of that kind of stuff. So like I said, the enrollment is open for the course. The enrollment is open until next Friday, June 7th at midnight. And once it rolls into June 8th, the course enrollment will be closed, and it will reopen probably after busy season because we are in the thick of it. So that will not be probably until the 2020, winter 2020. Yes, yes, Ms. Harsha, invest in yourself, absolutely. How do you know which ones to attend since they're all so expensive? Which ones to attend since they're all so expensive? I'm not really sure. Oh, conferences. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it really depends on what you're trying to get out of it and where you're at. That is a hard question, but I think again, identifying those pain points are key. And just kind of what are you trying to do? I think WPPI is always a great start if you are into weddings or portraits and that kind of thing. Does the course involve shooting? So I don't shoot per se, but I do talk about foundational work. So we talk about knowing your go-to settings, and knowing your go-to gear, knowing your go-to light, right? Because again, we're talking about defining that style. So we do talk about that in depth. That is the first module because that is very important. Does the course cover how to increase followers on Instagram? So I don't know how to answer that. I can't promise you to increase followers on Instagram. I do not own Instagram, but I can help you strategically use Instagram and Facebook or your social platform of choice better to market yourself, right? And in turn, that could increase your followers. I can give you strategic ways to go about talking to those ideal clients and for people to learn how to find you, which in turn might increase your followers, but I don't promise an increase, right? But I'm here to help you strategically understand marketing and how to market yourself as a business owner. Oh, Cynthia, I'm so excited. Congratulations and welcome. Welcome, 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 girl. You are in the, you will be in for the, what am I saying? The giveaway. So I'm excited to have you. Let's see. Yes. So, Anisha, Unashamed Imaging, thanks for joining, Boo. Education and business education is so key. It's great presentation, right? Thank you so much. So no, it's key. Like I've been where you all are. I've been there and I had to get educated and I've grown, I've been full-time. I make over 6 figures a year within the business. And I never thought that I would be here, y'all. Like this, I'm here. And so I want to help you. I want to share with you. I want to give to you. Yes, the first 10 that enroll will be entered into the giveaway. Oh, Jamaica, yay! Welcome. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you, girl. It's going to be so good. Are there any additional questions? These slides will there is a webinar replay that's going to come out tomorrow, so you will be able to watch the replay again. If you want to join the webinar again, I'm doing another one on tomorrow. And like I said, the enrollment for this course does close next Friday. I'm going to come full to screen. So yes, the enrollment for this course does close next Friday, and then we will start the content June 10th. All right. When is it? June 7th is the deadline to sign up. June 7th. So today until next Friday, you have plenty of time. Again, I did make the payment plan as an option for those that need a little bit more flexibility. I totally understand. And yes. Any other questions for me, you all? So what motivated me to do this besides the income stream? I'm passionate about helping others. Like, I truly believe I have a gift in photography, right? But I also have a gift in teaching. I have a gift in motivating. I've always known that. I've known that before I knew that I was even a photographer, to be completely honest. And so I want to help people build the business that they dream of. I get a lot of people DMing me, asking me about, mentoring with me and doing one-on-ones. And I actually do a lot of one-on-ones, but it's honestly very time consuming and I want to reach more people. I also get people that say, oh, I'm in Michigan or I'm in South Carolina or I'm in Georgia and I don't have, someone to learn from like this. Like, I wish I could learn, and so this digital course allows people to learn at their own pace, wherever they are. And so that's my motivation. It's truly to give, to help, to lift as I climb. Someone helped me, and because I know that I have a skill in teaching and assisting others, then I just feel like it's only right for me to help someone else. What is the question people ask you the most about building a photography business? It's definitely surrounds around like ideal client and marketing, because I think a lot of times people don't understand like how to find who their ideal clients are. They don't even know how to go about figuring that out, and it takes a little bit of time. It took me time. Like, I didn't know anything about any of these things until I got started in the business, and I'm like, whoa, I need help with the business. Like, I can shoot, but I don't want to shoot everything and all these things. Like, I want to niche myself, and I want to be able to charge a premium price, and I want to give a client experience and all of those things. And so it's really all about, I always get asked about ideal client and marketing, which really makes sense because when you go from a hobbyist to pro, it is that shift from just shooting to running a business, which is so key because you want to make money within your business and you want to be able to afford all the expensive things that are out there. Oh, thank you. I greatly appreciate your kind spirit. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. So, Cynthia, I hope I answered your question. I'm so excited to have you and Jaminda. I can't see if anyone else has enrolled, but if you do want to enroll, please go to raywhitney.com/yes and click the enroll now button and then choose which payment works best for you. The rewards will be much greater. It will be much greater, when you have that help, when you know what to do next. And yay, Shanika joined, sweet. Yay, Ja, thank you. Oh, good. This is going to be great. This is going to be really good. And it's time to build that business that you want, that you dream about, you all. Thank you for joining me. Let me see. Making the sacrifice. It's all about the sacrifice. Like, I could go on and on and on and on, but listen, as a photographer, we sacrifice so much. When the weather's pretty and the weekends are there, your clients want to shoot, we sacrifice. And so if you want to build a business and you really want to create supplemental income and you really want to take things to the next level and you really want to charge a premium price and you want to be known for your style of work, you want to do these things, you have to sacrifice something to get there. You can't keep doing the same thing. It just doesn't work like that. And everyone I know, the pros, the big dogs, as I meet them, they've all invested in education. Every one of them. I know no one that has gotten where they are without education. No one. Okay. So, either join the pack or figure it out. YouTube University. You could do that. It could take 3, 4, 5 years to put it all together, to put all the pieces together, or you learn from someone that's willing to give you a roadmap. What's your biggest sacrifice you made in business so far? I honestly think it's my weekends. It's my time. Like I said, when the weather is nice and all the summer festivals and things are happening, all these trips are happening, I'm typically shooting. And so if people don't put things on my calendar a year in advance, that I may not be able to come. So I always think it's time. But I love what I do. I love being a photographer. I really do. So it's worth the sacrifice, but it also is a sacrifice. And I'm very much aware of that. What is the biggest lesson you've learned so far being a professional photographer? Charge what you're worth. Charge what you're worth. Know your stuff. Know how to create consistent imagery, and then charge what you're worth. You know, there's so many things that I've learned. Yay! Welcome, Tara. Yes, thank you. Okay, thank you, Madeline. Awesome. I'm gonna put my kids on the corner with the sign so I can invest in multiple education. Do you just pass out business cards and people in certain areas? No, I mean yes and no. Is it Marcus? I think that's. Oh, it just says Mac user. I'm sorry. It's not Marcus. Oh, girl. Yeah, no. I mean, I do pass out business cards, Nakia. I do, but it's deeper than that. It's deeper than just passing out business cards. It's really me talking to who I want to talk to. It's those ideal clients. It's me knowing what they need from me, what they're looking for me, and reaching them and talking to them and strategically using social platforms to reach them as well. Do you have a team of shooters or just yourself? So it depends on what I'm shooting. When I'm shooting weddings, I do shoot with typically a team. It also depends on the package that the client chooses. But my most popular package is two photographers, and I'll have an assistant. So it's typically a team of 3. If it's a portrait session, I'm shooting it by myself. For corporate clients, I shoot with the team if they've hired a team. So it really just depends on what the client needs, what the project is asking for. Thank you, Monica. Thank you for joining me. So yeah, thanks for that question, Corey. Let's see, how much of your clients come from social media? A good percentage of my clients come from social media. I don't know I should know the percent. If I had to guess, it's probably like 60-40. Let me go there. Maybe 70-30. 70 meaning social media. I do find a lot of my clients on social media. Instagram is my platform of choice. I know my folks are on there, and I've learned how to talk to them and how to reach them and all of the things. And so I do find the majority of my clients on social media. And it's an ever-changing world, y'all. Like, internet is so powerful. There's all kinds of new creatives that come about. So you have to stay sharp on those marketing strategies. You have to stay sharp on who you are and who you're trying to attract. It's really key. I don't do weddings, but I expect to learn anyway. Yeah, no, for sure. We don't even really talk, like I might mention weddings for an example, but this is about business foundation. This is about ideal client, defining your style, exerting yourself. I mean, all of the things. It's not really about shooting weddings at all. Are you covering pricing? Yes, I do talk about pricing. I do give you my opinion on pricing and how I go about pricing. And we'll go deeper into that during one of the live sessions when we get to that module so that we can talk more candidly about that, maybe answer questions that people might have. But yeah, we do talk about pricing. Don't put the kids in the corner though. Don't sell them like that. But okay, anyways, that's all I have, you all. I hope you really enjoyed this webinar. I'm so excited for those that have joined, that have signed up. I'm geeked for you. Really, I truly am. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you, everyone, for coming on here tonight. If you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You know how to reach me. Reply to the email. I'm here to chat. I'm here to help you. Again, the enrollment closes on Friday at midnight and will not open. This course will not be offered again until 2020. So if this is something you're ready to do, if you're really committed and serious about growing as a pro, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Thank you, guys. Good night. Bye.